everybody.
Oh, God.
It's nice to be back. Nice to be back here on dry land.
Oh, God, yeah.
Ahoy, mateys. Let me see. How you doing, everybody?
Oh, dude, that's just fucked up.
I know, man.
This video, this guy put fucking Gorilla Glue and thread lock on the fucking oil filter.
My God.
Why would you do that to somebody?
That's pure evil. I'd break that bitch.
And then they machine tightened it.
That's awful.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's bad. It's bad baseball right there.
Welcome, everyone, into the regular scheduled showing of the Brohio podcast. We're happy to be back here on dry land. Hey, Dustin, Philly Fairy, Space Tiger, Jim Brennan, Hyro Bravo, Twisted Sister, Nicholas, John, Alex, Danny. So we had a good time on the cruise, guys. Thanks, Philly Fairy, Dustin, for being there. I know you guys had fun. Welcome back to the jungle, gentlemen. Hello, Sparky. Tom and Sarah. Ow, my beard got stuck. I'm Big Papa. All right. God, that fucking hurt.
Dude, that's the worst, man.
I'm never using a microphone ever again.
Yeah.
All right. Cats were sleeping in here, dude.
There's a big pussy hair on soundboard.
I know. God. I'm tired of it. All right. I'm good. Inside peanut butter, outside jelly. Welcome back to the Brohio podcast, everybody. We are the two coolest frickin' dudes in the podcast stratosphere. Hello, everyone. I'm the delicious Nickalicious.
And I'm Rob Doggett, guys. Post-cruise.
A.K.A.
Brohios.
Robert Diggity Dangle Dog, Corn Cob Rob, Grandma's Boy. Got a lot of names on you, boy.
Yeah, man, lots of them.
Got a good sausage on you. Got a good name on you, boy.
It goes hand in hand, my friend.
You like it when I call you boy.
Kind of do.
Watched a gay porn by accident, and the
Did you?
aggressor was saying he's calling him boy, and I didn't like it. Turned it off.
I was almost on one on the cruise, dog. Fucking goddamn, boy. There was a gaggle of gays in that motherfucker.
There was.
It was great.
Some of them were there for us.
They were. It was awesome. Loved it.
Lots of really sweet, sweet people on the Brohio cruise. We won't bore you with too many of the details because you're poor and you didn't go. Even though it wasn't that expensive, and I gave you plenty of notice to go.
Yeah.
But we had a really good time. I watched a guy almost die at the dolphin discovery.
Yeah, it's a good story.
Mexico, all of Mexico looks like a Call of Duty map. All of it.
Fucking Costa Maya sucks, though.
Costa Maya looks like guerrilla warfare, dude.
Cozumel's nice.
I wouldn't say nice.
Nicer. It's a little more touristy. You shouldn't have somebody like fucking walking up to you every 5 seconds trying to fucking sell you some gay ass handmade bracelets or fucking cigars that you weren't even allowed to smoke on the beach.
Costa Maya was a Call of Duty map.
Boy. It's like you're on a beach, but you're also at Trader's World at the same time. That's a flea market by us.
Yeah. Well, we enjoyed ourselves, and we thank you. Thank you to everybody that came. I love connecting with everybody. God,
it was fun.
Everyone was so fucking cool, and everyone had so much fun. I saw no one acting up too much. Everyone kept their shit together.
Yeah.
No one embarrassed us, except for one guy, but he doesn't listen to the show, so fuck him. But yeah, we had a lot of fun, and we'll do it again. That's our promise.
Absolutely. I look forward to it.
Hey, we got some new Patreon subscribers. First up, we got someone by the name of Big Nasty.
Oh, shit.
I used to smuggle him tobacco in the Ohio penal system. No, that was Fat Nasty. So, yep.
That's even better.
Yeah.
Fat Nasty? Hell yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sir Nasty. Now we got
Sir Nasty.
Sir Nasty. Now we got Joshua Mills. Thank you very much, Joshua.
Joshua Mills. How about Josh Garner?
Oh shit! Oh yeah.
Harder, Garner. Harder, Garner. Harder, Garner. Thanks for being here, Josh. Appreciate you, buddy.
Travis Whitlock. Thank you, sir.
Whitlock rhymes with titlock. You ever put your wife in a titlock before?
It also rhymes with shitcock. Had that once or twice.
Travis Shitcock. Thanks, Trav. How about Cooter? You know Cooter?
I don't have a son named Cooper. And then one time my wife misspoke one time when she was yelling at him and yelled Cooter really loud.
Cooter!
And she got really fucking embarrassed. I was like, did you just say Cooter?
A cooter is a vagina that doesn't have sex.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cooter.
Turby.
That's a fast poop. It's just a really fast poop. I hear the name Turby and I think of like a...
Just a Furby covered in turds.
Like a movie about a snail, but instead of a snail, it's a turd.
It's a turd with a shell.
Yeah. His infinite travels. On your belly, Mr. Pancake! Thank you, Mr. Pancake, for your Patreon pledge. We appreciate you.
Next we got Naked Bob DeSoto. Thank you very much, Bob.
Naked Bob.
My son always called her Naked Bob. I don't even remember the story behind it, but
I saw her pantsless by accident one time.
Did you?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
Well, I mean, I really didn't know. She was wearing a long shirt. It was.
Oh, God.
Nobody panicked.
My fucking allergies are so bad.
Yeah, you're falling apart.
I am fucking melting right now.
I'll do my best to hold it together for us tonight.
Appreciate that.
Captain Long John Dickweed.
Oh, shit. Hell yeah.
That's a hard one to write in cursive, I would imagine. Captain Long John, thank you for your dickweed.
Love it. It's my favorite type.
Love your cream-filled donuts at the donut store. Cream-filled Long Johns.
Great.
Love your fish at Long John Silver's. And I love your pirate tales, Long John. Thank you.
And next we got Crippled Mom. Sorry about your legs.
Hear me out for a second.
Okay.
I think I would like to read more about this.
Yeah.
Cripple porn is hard to come by.
It's always fun, though.
It's a lot of fun.
You know they're doing it just to act because they can't feel anything in their puss anyways. So they're just actresses, man. Yeah.
I mean, aren't they all though? Anyways,
That's true.
They're just better.
They're there for the art, not for the sex.
I can appreciate that. Mm-hmm. How about Sean and Kristen Reed? They got a shared Facebook account, so much so they got a shared Patreon account. They're going to listen to this. They're going to say, right when Nick and Rob start talking about us, let's climax together. But Sean's never made Kristen climax.
Sorry.
So we got to figure something out for you, Sean. We got to get one of those wieners that you put over your regular wiener to make your own wiener feel better.
Is that a thing?
My mom and dad had one in their drawer when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I used to wear it around.
Do shots out of it.
I'd put on gym shorts and I'd wear it around.
Hell yeah.
I got a fucking giant dick.
Oh, sweet.
Sorry, my dick in the way.
Hell yeah. Let's see. Next we got Matt Wold. Wold.
Whoa, that sounds like an Alaskan name. That's a bush.
Wold.
That's a name from the bush, dude.
Sounds like those. I'm not gonna say it. Never mind.
Wold. My love is like wold. Thank you, Matt.
I get one per episode. It sounds like the way a retard says world. Here's my one.
Hold on. Yeah,
Mark
you're right.
that. Mark that.
All right, I'll mark it. I'll take it out. No, one of my favorite things ever are people that can't pronounce their R's.
Mm-hmm.
What in the freaking heck are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
You know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, my favorite one is I always go, and whenever somebody says that, I go, into the bowl.
Does he still make videos?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, man. He's one of the few I miss off TikTok. And then Catherine Kerr, double K. That's also her breast size. Thank you, Catherine, for being here on the Brohio podcast.
Love it.
Thank you for joining Patreon.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for discreetly divulging your brassiere size.
Get them K's out of here.
Get them double Ks.
Oh, shit.
Got that special K.
She's fucking 1K short of racism.
Special K. She got them cereal tits.
Hell yeah.
They're hanging in the milk, buddy.
Man. Yeah, once again, thanks to everybody that came out for the cruise. We got several of you guys in the in the YouTubes here, so appreciate you guys.
There is an older couple. They're sitting at the table.
Mm-hmm.
They're like 80 years old. And the man sits down with a cup of coffee, and he's just staring at his wife.
Mm-hmm.
65 years of marriage. Just lovingly gazing at one another. And the husband says, "You still turn me on just like you did when I was 18 years old." And she said, "You're not going to believe this, but my nipples, they still burn for you just like they did 40, 50 years ago."
It's beautiful.
He said, "That's because your tits are hanging in the oatmeal." I've been telling that joke since I was 10 years old.
I fucking hate it so much.
That tells you how fucked up I am. Stupid joke.
Good times, good times.
We got a story from Ohio, man. An 8-year-old drives a car to Target and to visit Starbucks.
Okay.
8-year-old is my wife.
Okay.
This is from Bedford, Ohio. In a shocking incident, an 8-year-old girl went missing along with their family's car and mother's purse, only to be found miles away at a Target store in a neighboring town. According to Bedford police, the resourceful youngster drove the family SUV for over 10 minutes before arriving at the retail giant store Target, or as we call it, Target.
Oh.
Authorities were stunned by the child's daring adventure. Quote, "We've had some wild stories, but this one takes the cake," said a Bedford police spokesperson. "I finally found someone who's in more of a hurry to shop at Target than my wife."
Hell yeah.
Good joke. Unfortunately, Bainbridge police located the fortunately, they located the child safely inside the Target. When the local police arrived at Target, they found the vehicle parked outside the store, but the child was not inside the vehicle. When they entered the store, they found the child had gone shopping with the $400 cash that she'd found in her mother's purse.
Oh, man.
The young shopper was reunited with their family and returned home without harm. While details of the shopping trip remain unclear, authorities did reveal that the child was allowed to finish their frappuccino. The cops said, "We're not mean." They said, "Yeah, they are. They shoot dogs and shit." The incident has raised concerns about child supervision and vehicle safety, but ultimately serve as a testament to the child's quick thinking and resourcefulness. I was able to confirm that she did run over a mailbox, which is a felony. So
lock her up.
Enjoy your life in a slammer, Miranda.
Ruined your life. All for some Starbs.
Starbies.
Some fucking Starbies, man.
What's your Starbucks order?
I get a macchiato. 4 shots of espresso in that motherfucker.
God damn, boy.
I fucking keeps my balls hairy, my
You
guy.
got your fucking climbing the walls with your pubes like Spider-Man.
Hey,
4 shots of espresso.
yeah, man. What about you? What's yours?
Deep, dark, and delicious. Just give me some.
Hell yeah.
You ever just order black coffee from Starbucks?
Fuck no,
They
man.
say, "What?
Yeah.
What?" So just give me the drip black coffee. Give me that BBC, that long, strong, baby. Give me that Mandingo juice.
Delightful.
That deep, dark, delicious. The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
That's
You know
true.
what I'm talking about.
I do.
Hey, we got an episode this week about. God, it's disgusting.
Hey, you know what? One thing I did.
It's disgusting.
One thing I did get from the cruise that I'm really proud of. It's
Gonorrhea?
not chlamydia either.
What?
So our gay buddy Jameson, he gave
Sweet baby.
he gave me the F slur pass. So hey, here's to you, Jameson. No, I'm not gonna say it.
No, he's a sweetheart.
He said, "It's funny when you say it."
It's funny when you.
It's not like he's like, no. So I think I've said it once. Like Nick said it a couple times.
A couple times.
But never towards.
Yeah. You don't use it in a derogatory term. You use it to describe someone's not being good, I guess. You see how chubbed up when he told us he was gay and I hugged him tight, dude, and he tried to fuck me.
Yeah, it was erotic, an erotic experience.
I tried to make it seem like I was pushing him away, but I was just
No. go.
I was grabbing him tight so he couldn't break his own grasp of me.
Like, stop. Let me go.
Yeah,
Fucking
please,
pulling him
God,
tight.
don't stop. Please stop.
Man, that was a lot of fun.
My safe word is I've never needed a safe word.
No, I ain't no bitch. If you're gonna do it hard. Do it good.
My safety word is
You just break out and dance.
yeah. You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind.
Love it.
It's a safety dance.
Yes, it is.
What song was I listening to today? I was like, man, this is a good song. The Stroke by Billy Squire.
I think I know it.
Yeah, you do. It's
Maybe.
The Stroke. Damn my rhythm. It's from Billy Madison.
I'd have to hear
Stroke. Stroke. Slowly
it.
storming.
Oh, okay.
Stop!
Yeah.
Stroke.
Yeah. I would have never been able to tell you what that song was called, who
The
sang
Stroke.
it, or anything.
The
Yeah.
Stroke, baby.
Beverly always says, strong man stroking.
Fucking don't sing that shit around me. I'll come. Nick has to sit out in the car because he cummed.
That's your cum song.
Speaking of cum songs, here's our cum sponsors. Come one, come all sponsors. Here's a quick break from a few of our sponsors. Yeah, buddy.
Sweet.
What are you drinking? That's the Ecto. Is that the same one you bought like a year ago?
Last one I have.
Is it good?
It's still fucking
I
good.
know it's good. I drank it. It's really fucking good.
Last one, man.
Lacto sour, lacto cooler.
Lacto cooler. Yeah. Fucking brewery out of Cincinnati, Voodoo Brewing. Well, that's where I got it from.
Yeah.
The brewery itself is not from here.
Yeah. So we have nothing to look forward to. No live shows, no cruises, no nothing.
I think I'm gonna have a birthday party.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I think within a month.
I would hope it would be the next month because
Yeah.
your birthday is the next month.
I'll just have to decide on a date.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Preferably something on a weekend.
Yes, for sure.
Don't do some wild shit like a Wednesday.
Yeah, definitely not gonna do that.
Someone very close to me recently had a...
Thinking the 19th.
Okay, that's
That burp smelled like ass.
okay. That's all right.
I shouldn't have ate all that ass before I came here.
Hamburger helper, baby.
Yeah.
You just going to do it at your house?
Yeah, typical.
You going to do a keg of Bud Light?
That'd be pretty cool.
That's the only time it's okay to drink Bud Light if it's out of a keg at your own house.
Sure.
Although I had a Bud Light at the Bengals game yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even taste like anything.
Yeah.
Just tasted like stingy water.
I had a Coors today, and I fucking drank it in like 2 seconds because it was so easy
Really?
to drink. Yeah.
On your lunch break?
Afternoon break.
Okay.
No, I didn't have a lunch break, but yeah.
Okay.
It was just one of those things like, we want a fucking beer, so they
Oh, okay.
got it out of their fridge.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Coors. Was it
Coors.
Coors Light or Coors?
It was light, I think.
Coors Light.
Coors Light.
Silver Bullet.
Yep. That Blue Mountain dog.
Let's go back to the...
Yeah, what are we getting into today?
It's 1932.
Oh, damn.
The Great Depression is ravaging the country.
Mm-hmm.
People are struggling to survive. But for black communities in the South, things are even worse. We're talking about extreme poverty here. Many of these men in Macon County, Alabama, were sharecroppers, working long, brutal hours on farms for practically nothing. They got don't have a fucking pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, dog. Sharecropping was the next closest thing to being a full-fledged slave. There was, yeah.
Count me out.
Medical care, you can forget about that. Most of these men couldn't afford a loaf of bread, let alone a doctor.
Damn.
Originally, I feel like I'm missing so much of my fucking research right here.
Is it out of order, maybe?
You're out of order. I'm out of order. I don't know.
I don't know either, man.
I feel like a lot of my shit's missing.
Hmm.
Nonetheless, the study the study in question, the study's directive was to observe the effects of untreated syphilis in African American men for 6 to 8 months, followed by a treatment phase. This was the Tuskegee syphilis study.
Okay.
You ever had syphilis?
Nope.
Gonosyphilitis?
Nope.
But as the plans were being finalized, the Tuskegee experiment lost most of its funding. The challenges of the Great Depression caused one of the funding companies to back out of the project altogether. So this was going to be an experiment on how to cure syphilis.
I missed out on the whole STD craze. You know what I mean?
No.
I didn't get any. I feel like I missed something.
Dude, I remember. This is funny. I fingered a girl one time.
Yeah?
And then.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Good for you, dude. That's just a story.
Yeah. I love divulging stuff like this.
That's sweet.
I fingered a girl. And then, whatever. I was not sexually active at this point. I mean, I was fingering people. But not with my dick.
There was a lot of fingering going on.
I'd finger, buddy. Nothing would stop me from fingering something. Okay? And my buddies, my bros, would come up to me, they say, "You finger?" I say, "Fuck yeah, I fingered her."
That used to be just as good as fucking, dude.
It did.
Yeah, man.
You dry hump until your jeans peeled your fucking wiener skin off.
Did you feel a little puss?
I wouldn't dry hump it. I wouldn't dry hump a fucking pile of $6 trillion right now.
Oh, man, that shit don't feel good.
No. But I fingered this girl, and then, we kind of were dating, kind of not. But then I fingered another girl.
Okay.
And it got around that I was fingering different girls.
Hell yeah. You little promiscuous little slut. You little finger slut.
But then everybody wanted me to finger him, dude.
Yeah. You got 10 fingers, dog.
I got 10 of them.
Yeah.
Got one of you for all you girls and guys and girls.
All at the same time.
And the first girl, I wasn't even dating her, but she called me and she said, "Do you have a second to talk to me for just a fucking few minutes?" And I'm answering this this is like on the phone on the wall with the cord.
Like, yeah, but hurry up. I got my finger in a pussy right now.
And we were kind of like, we were done at this point. And I was like, yeah. She's like, "Is it true what I heard?" And I said, "What's that?" And she said, "I went to the doctor and they think I have something." And I was like,
What?
I started trying to compute in my head, trying to figure this shit out.
Yeah.
I think it might have been HPV.
Oh, yeah.
And then
You can't get rid of that.
she said, "You have to swear to God that you didn't do that with anybody else." And I'm thinking in my head, that's some nasty ass shit if I'm fucking spreading it around by fingering people. So then I almost told her, like, "You need to take a fucking bath, bitch," because
I don't know if that's how that works.
it's not how it works. And these were like days and weeks apart from one another.
Right.
And then I started reading between the lines. She's just trying to find out concrete whether I did finger that other lady or not. Girl.
Yeah.
So I said, "You're the only person I've been fingering." Told her.
These fingers are for you, baby.
She was freaking out. She said, "You gave me something." So then I had to call some of my more experienced friends. I said, Can I spread a venereal disease by fingering?" This is before Google.
Yeah, right.
We were raised on fucking Eureka's Castle and Captain Planet, dude. We're fucking idiots.
Yeah, nobody gave us all that info.
So we're trying to just look through Bibles and encyclopedias and shit, trying to find the answer.
Yeah.
And they always say the answer's in the Bible. I could not find it in regards to can you finger and get other people sick from it.
Yeah, I mean, unless you had fucking...
But she was trying to trap me. It was entrapment. I talked to a lawyer. It was entrapment.
Entrapment.
Yep.
Fucking trying to get you, dog.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah. I know, dude.
Wow, you can't even go around finger blasting people without being accused of giving them HPV.
You can, but it's...
True.
Find you out, dude.
You got them fucking powerful fingers, dog.
Yeah. So from this Tuskegee Syphilis project, the challenges of the Great Depression caused one of the funding companies to back out altogether. So it went from syphilis study to we've given these people syphilis and we're kind of done with them at this point.
Fuck.
These were men who had never seen the inside of a hospital. They had no access to regular checkups or medicine. So when the government rolled into town and promised them free health care, it must have seemed like a bit of a miracle.
Yeah.
At the time, a lot of them, various ailments, and the U.S. government came to town and said, we want to help you. And these guys, these African-American males said, we need all the help we can get. We're fucking dying. We're sick. Under the pretense that they were going to be cared for free by the U.S. government. But actually what the U.S. government had planned at the time is they were going to infect these men with syphilis.
Fuck.
As part of a syphilis experiment and syphilis study.
It's wild to think about all the shit that our government has done to like black people throughout history.
This is one of the top.
It's fucking crazy.
Top 5 craziest, man. They were told they'd get treatment for something called bad blood. Bad blood was a catch-all term for things like fatigue, anemia, and yes, syphilis. But they weren't getting treatment. No, they were actually being signed up for a decades-long nightmare that would cost them their lives. So now we're going to talk about the U.S. Public Health Service plan to study untreated syphilis. So what the government's brilliant plan was, it was simple. They were going to they wanted to study syphilis. And if that's all they wanted, I could have gave, I was fingering dude, I could give them the syphilis that they needed.
Let's let them study these fingers.
Not treat syphilis. They just wanted to observe it. Like some type of grotesque science experiment. Just kind of watch it unfurl and see what happens.
Yeah.
They wanted to see how syphilis would ravage the human body if left untreated, from start to finish, point A to point B. Now, here's the thing. Syphilis isn't just an STD. It's a ticking time bomb. If left untreated, it starts out with mild symptoms. Maybe a sore here or a sore there, but it doesn't stop there. Syphilis works its way deep into your body over decades, destroying everything in its path, your brain, your heart, your organs. It makes you blind, insane, and eventually kills you in one of the most horrific ways imaginable.
That's wild. I thought it just made you have an ugly dick.
We'll see it. Let's look it up for ourselves right now.
Yeah. What do you think looks worse with syphilis, a dick or a puss? Or a butthole? You get butthole syphilis? I'm sure you can. No, so it just looks like... Look at that big floppy fucking guy down there, dog. Looks like a fucking cigarette burn.
It's like someone put a Pall Mall out on his dick.
Right on the fucking top of it, too.
Is this what your mom used to do to you?
Fuck yeah, it was.
You put cigarettes out of your dick.
It's on the back of my neck.
Oh, dude, that's fucking gross.
Okay. Oh, there's one right there. The one with the foot and the hand. There's a fucking big red dick.
Oh,
look at that, dog.
God, that's awful.
That's what it looks like when I beat off too much.
It's just, look at that butthole. Is that a butthole or mouth?
That's a mouth right there.
That's a butthole.
Is there a difference? Let's punch my microphone. Oh, dude. Honestly,
what? That looks awful.
It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna look.
Those are open sores, my guy.
Yeah, I mean those it's bad, but I thought it was gonna be way worse.
Look at that cartoon
Which
dick.
one am I-
That is the worst cartoon dick I've ever seen.
Gonorrhea, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. It's really bad.
Warts is bad. We're looking these up as we speak, so
Yeah.
bear with us for a minute.
Look, skin tags.
Look at that fucking puss right there with...
It's got mold on it.
There's some fucking extra blue cheese on that wedge right there, dog.
Hey, what?
It's got some cauliflower on the bar tonight.
I can't even tell what that was at first. Now I see it.
It's a butt vagina. There you
It's
go.
a vagina.
I got that right now.
Oof, what the fuck?
My butthole.
Yeah, that's bad.
The area between my butthole and my sack looks like a gourd. Something you'd see on a hayride.
Dude, those things are so ugly.
Hay rides or
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That area between my butthole and my sack looks like a witch's nose.
Oh shit! Now I gotta look up gonorrhea while we're at it. Fucking,
right.
do you know how to spell it? I don't.
Nope. I know it starts with a C or
G-O-N, that's all I know. Is it G-H?
Gonorrhea. Okay, I was only one letter off. Ugh, dude. God. Ugh.
That person's got it in his eye.
Oh, gonorrhea is the one that's got the bad discharge out of your dick.
Yeah.
That's the clap. That's the one you gotta smash with a book.
Yeah, you gotta fucking... you gotta smash it with Jesus' words.
Got that bullheaded clap.
Fucking the script of Jesus. Smack.
If you've ever gotten gonorrhea, send us an email at brohiopodcast@gmail.com. If your dick looks like a hayride, send us an email, brohiopodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Love to hear your story. Love to talk to you about all that.
You know, there's fucking people called...
There's lots of people.
There's bug chasers that purposely try to give and get...
AIDS?
Yeah.
Mainly AIDS.
I think we've talked about this before. That's fucking wild. Yeah, it's AIDS is the big thing.
Dude, that is such... That word, that term, bug chaser, in correlation with what it is...
It's crazy.
Grosses me out so bad.
Yeah.
It makes my bones shudder.
Mm-hmm.
But there's people out there just yearn for... There was a documentary about it at one point.
Yeah.
About bug chasers. I'm a butt chaser. I don't know about a bug chaser.
You can't get AIDS if you already have it.
I was with my brother last night. He was like, shit. He really went all out.
Just off the handle.
He was really drunk.
Yeah.
And he's 10 years older than me.
Right.
He should be watching over me.
Sure.
I just turned 37 on Saturday.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you. And
again.
Thank you. And he's just like aimlessly wandering around downtown Cincinnati. And I said, get the fuck over here. Come on. I'm yelling at my big brother.
Right, yeah.
And he says, what are you going to do? Like, I don't want to fight him.
Yeah, of
He's
course.
a lot smaller than me.
Yeah.
He's getting old. Brittle bones and shit. So I said the first thing that came to my mind, I said, I'm going to fucking eat you out. And he said, without a beat, he said, well, if you can't do it with family, who can you do it with?
That's true, man.
Good call, my guy. I mean,
Oh.
I said, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
Get over here. I love you, bro. I love you. We went on that dolphin excursion, and they did I told you about this. I told everyone at the live show on the boat, but the dolphin, when it swims by, you pet it, and they make it make noises, and those things have buttholes on top of their heads. It looks like a butthole. It looks like a chocolate starfish. So if any of you ever swim with a dolphin, don't be scared about that butthole in their foreheads. It's supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And it makes fart noises, too.
That's fucking hot.
Show me what that butthole do.
Yeah.
And then it goes...
Imagine having a butthole in the back of your neck. That'd be fun.
So the entire build-up... Sorry to get off... We're going off the rails here.
It's okay.
The build-up for this dolphin thing, I was thinking, like, these are such intricate, beautiful animals, and I'm really looking forward to getting in the water and having an emotional connection with this animal.
Sure.
And I got in the water with that thing, and I was scared for my fucking life, dude.
They just remind me of gay sharks.
And they did not want anything to do with me. They did not look me in the eye. They didn't like it when I was touching them. I think the one tried to bite me at one point.
Hell yeah, dude.
The dude I was in the water with, he got hit in the sack hard.
Ooh.
Crippled him.
That sucks, man.
Balled him up, man. And it's funny because the dolphins are supposed to be pushing him from the back by his feet.
Yeah.
And they slipped off and they hit him in the sack. And he went, oh! And he balled up. Well, the dolphins just kept on trying to push him. They kept swimming in circles and torpedoing his ass.
Oh, shit.
He had some bruises on him from getting attacked by the dolphins.
Yeah, man.
I was laughing so hard the entire time. Couldn't happen to a better guy.
That's awesome. Sorry you got beat up by a dolphin.
That's okay. So what was the government's brilliant plan? It was simple. They wanted to study syphilis, not treat it, just observe it, like some type of, like I said, just some type of disgusting science experiment. Here's the thing. Syphilis isn't just an STD. It's a ticking time bomb. We went over kind of all the symptoms that go along with syphilis, the blindness, rough on your heart, it's rough on your organs. And when they came to town, they pretty much tricked these guys into thinking that they were going to take care of them, which in all actuality, they were infecting them with syphilis. The doctors from the U.S. Public Health Service let them believe they were being treated for a minor condition. These men had no idea that they were actively being infected with syphilis. And even worse, they were given fake treatments, sugar pills, other type things, just placebos.
Placebos, yeah.
Pills that did absolutely nothing. Just like I said, just sugar pills. They're giving them fucking Pez,
sucks,
candy, Pez dispenser stuff. They God, okay. Some were given spinal taps also.
Oh shit.
Which the doctors told the patients these were treatments to cure bad blood or syphilis.
Mm-hmm.
But what the doctors were really doing were spinal taps just to measure the damage syphilis was doing to their nervous system. So they weren't
crazy.
They weren't really giving them any type of medicinal aid at all.
Everything was just to further their studies.
Spinal tap was for see how much their bodies were getting wrecked. Syphilis doesn't kill you quickly, and that's what's so horrible about syphilis is it is an illness that stretches you. It takes you from the top, and it grounds you and pulverizes you into next to nothing. It is a slow burn. At first, the men probably felt fine, maybe the odd sore here and there, but as the disease spread through their bodies, it started to get much worse. And the second stage, the sores would turn into rashes, open, festering wounds in their hands, feet, genitals, buttocks, you name it.
Oof. No thanks.
Yeah. Nasty, nasty shit. Their bodies started to deteriorate, but that's not the worst part. Over time, syphilis gets into the nervous system. It starts to attack the brain, leading to insanity. Though these guys were literally going through all of the paces of completely losing their minds altogether. The men would experience hallucinations, memory loss, violent mood swings, and paranoia. Some became so mentally unstable that they couldn't work or even function. They were prisoners in their own bodies.
Ugh.
And that's one of the worst things about syphilis is it robs you of your mind. You don't die from the sores. You don't die from the rashes. You die from your organs shutting down, your brain deteriorating. You die from the things you don't want to die from. Just like a slow festering death is it's one of the worst ways to go out from what I've read.
Doesn't sound fun. I'll take
even back in medieval times. There's a lot of writings about how syphilis would kill people and what it would do to their brains and how they would people would think that they were possessed by demons or people were witches or whatever they were, but it was because they had syphilis, which is a yucky word.
Let you know they were fucking.
They were fucking hard.
Hard and unprotected, brother.
There's that one meme of Bobby Hill with his shirt over his nose, and it says, dudes hitting it from the back in the 1700s.
Yeah. Dude, I can't even imagine. God, dude.
that it wasn't just women. I mean,
no. It
men probably stunk 100 times worse than women.
Yeah. Can you imagine how bad their fucking balls smelled?
Balls and armpits.
Dude, just straight fucking butt funk coming up every time them cheeks clap.
I went to pick up Sophie the other day. She's 12. And I went to pick her up at the gym. And there were some boys and girls in there doing sports stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, oh, my God. It smelled like a fucking turtleneck in there. It was disgusting, bro. It smelled like tits, ass, armpits, boogers, farts. Anything rancid.
Dude, kid smell is a fucking completely different beast, man.
It is
It's unhinged is what it is. It's fucking complete banana sandwich. It's wild.
Unfucking filtered.
Dude, kids stink.
Cold cut cheese, dog.
God, kids smell so bad.
And I don't understand how.
It's so weird, dude. Their little fucking bodies change so much.
They do, and then they smell like fucking dog kibble.
Yeah, dude, it's so bad.
It's gross.
My fucking kids, I swear to God, they come home and they smelled like they fucking spent 16 hours in a mine shaft. Fucking
get your ass in the bath, dude.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck were you guys doing all day at school?
You guys fucking hobos in the pisser out.
Like to keep him in one of them fucking glass jars. There's like a terrarium that you fucking just grow plants in. Just spray water on them and just let them sweat in the heat.
We had to use the steps in a parking garage last night in downtown Cincinnati, and that was culture shock.
Yeah,
there was fucking piles of human shit on the landings.
You gotta go, man.
Piss. That was gross.
That's sweet.
And if all that wasn't bad enough, syphilis eventually attacks the cardiovascular system, causing the heart to swell, arteries to bulge, and organs to fail. So then you just look like a 17-year-old Cocker Spaniel that's just like dying from the inside out. These men would have suffered strokes, aneurysms, and even heart failure. They were dying slow, agonizing deaths, and their government just stood by and watched. They said, hey, we're here to help you guys. We're here to make this better. We understand you're all sick. We know that you need medical attention, and that's what we're here to give you. But they are actually actively infecting these guys with syphilis. Can you imagine what it would have been like? These men are falling apart physically and mentally, but they've been told they're getting help. They trusted these doctors. They believed that whatever was happening to them was just part of the treatment. Meanwhile, their bodies are literally rotting from the inside out, and no one is lifting a finger to help them.
Crazy.
Then this is where it takes an even darker, cruel twist, because in the 1940s, that was the discovery of penicillin, which is some good shit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I grew penicillin behind the head of my wiener. You got a penicillin farm down there. You ever offer your wife a shot of Penicillin?
Once or twice, yeah.
Once or twice. I'm like,
fixes everything, man.
You need an injection? Because I'm not a phlebotomist, but I'm a bottomist, if you know what I mean.
Or get on top, baby girl. Oh, man. Good old Penicillin.
Did your housekeeper walk in on you while you're beating cakes there at the...
Nope. We keep her out of there.
Oh, you got a female one?
Yeah.
We got a male one.
Yeah.
He cracked the door. He said, housekeeping? And I said, ah, I didn't know what to say. I just like, and he didn't close the door, and he said, what? And then finally I was like, come back later. He said, okay. I'm sorry.
Nah, the only time it happens was when I was fucking sleeping.
Yeah. A lot of that.
Yeah.
A lot of sleeping going on.
I'm like, God damn, dog. Let me nap.
Get the fuck out.
Come on.
Here's where the story takes an even darker twist. In the 1940s, something incredible happens. Penicillin is discovered.
Yay.
It was literally a miracle drug. It cures syphilis completely. It wipes it out. By 1947, it's the standard treatment for syphilis all over the world. So the doctors in Tuskegee must have been excited to finally cure these men, right? Wrong. These men were deliberately kept from receiving penicillin.
Fuck.
Even though it was widely available, even though it could have saved their lives, the doctors made the conscious decisions not to treat them.
Wow.
They wanted to continue their sick experiment. They wanted to watch how these men would die from untreated syphilis, even though they had the cure in their hands. And they would go out of their way to confuse these men about they would give them medicine and tell them, oh yeah, this is the cure, but then they would also make sure they would go out of their way to make sure these men never learned about penicillin. They didn't want them to know that penicillin even it existed.
Right.
They were doing some fuckery shit, dude, trying to...
Yeah, it's fucked up.
I read in the beginning of this, they infected around 600 men with syphilis.
My God.
600 African-American males with syphilis.
That's wild, man.
That's a lot.
It's sad.
And no gay sex involved. Or
it's even more sad.
Heterosexual sex either.
Yeah.
It's really sad. And the men in the study weren't the only ones who suffered. Many of them passed syphilis on to their wives, obviously. Some of their babies were born with congenital syphilis, babies born with deformities, horns and multiple fucking belly buttons and buttholes and shit, blindness, or even worse, some babies were just dead whenever they were born. So this wasn't just a tragedy for the men involved. This was a multi-generational disaster that affected entire families, all because the government wanted to see how the disease would play out on its own people. That these were red-blooded Americans, and they said, we're going to get you sick to see how this goes. And this makes you believe that if they would do that then, what would stop them from doing that now on a grander scale?
Yeah.
If they meant it would further their agenda or make money in some way, yeah, they would do it to us. Oh man, this is just
crazy.
Twist the knife here. This went on for 40 years.
Jeez.
4 decades. From 1932 to 1972, the government kept these men in the dark, slowly watching them deteriorate while they had the cure right there in front of them the whole entire time. But in 1972, there was a leak. It wasn't until 1972 that the truth finally came out. And it wasn't because the government decided to come clean. By the time the study finally ended in 1972, 40 years had passed. 4 fucking decades. During that time, 128 of these men had died directly from syphilis or related complications. Many of them had gone blind. Some had lost their minds entirely, wandering aimlessly, not even knowing who they were or where they were at. It took a whistleblower, a man by the name of Peter Buxton.
Hell yeah, dude.
Got that Buxton on him. Peter Buxton, who worked as a venereal disease investigator for the U.S. Public Health Service. Man, that job probably sucks dick.
Yeah, for sure.
He knew about the experiment, and he was horrified by what was happening. Buxton tried to blow the whistle internally, but as a venereal disease and scientist, that's blowing can be quite dangerous. He told his superiors, so he reached out. He told his bosses and the people above him and said, "Hey, there's some fuck shit going on." He tried to stop it, but they all just brushed him off. They told him it was too valuable to stop. They had this human experiment. It was too valuable to end. They were literally killing these people, even though men were dying because of it. Hundreds of people. They infected over 600. Close to 200 of them had died by this point. And when the whistleblower finally came forward, the U.S. government turned him down and said, "Yeah, you forget about that. The risk and the rewards of this project far outweighs what we would stand to gain by turning it off."
Yeah, what does it fucking matter what it does to you if you can cure it? Who cares? You already know that does all this shit to you. What else do you need to see for these poor people to, that you haven't seen before?
And that's where we have the conversation now that this was racially motivated to not cure them. So once they got them sick, and they said, "Oh, they're black Americans. We're not gonna cure them." It wasn't worth them to cure. It wasn't worth the U.S. government to cure them. There's also the belief that there was something a little more insidious going on, you should say, more of like a population control kind of deal, maybe for that specific area. From some point, it morphed from a simple, hey, let's see how long this will last, to something more malicious. And I think ultimately what it was is nobody cared enough to make the initiative to cure all of these people.
Yeah.
And there was so much damage that had been done at this point. If someone came forward and said, okay, you guys, we're going to go ahead and fucking give you guys some penicillin and roll some of this shit back, there would have been a lot of questions that were getting asked. And I don't think the U.S. government wanted to deal with any of that.
Right.
Sadly. After years of trying to get the government to do the right thing, Buxton takes the story to the press. And this was in 1972. The Washington Star publishes the story, and from there, it spreads like wildfire. I sound like that guy you're talking about at the beginning of the episode. People were outraged, and rightfully so. The media ran with it. Congressional hearings were held, and lawsuits were filed. The nation was finally waking up to the horror that had been happening in Tuskegee for 40 years. This wasn't just some rogue scientist. It was an official government program. As soon as the story broke, the study was finally shut down. After 40 years, all of those men were told the truth. But by then, it was too late. Hundreds of men had either died from syphilis or from complications related to the disease. Lawsuits were filed against the U.S. government, and in 1974, the government agreed to a $10 million settlement with the survivors, with the presumed 400 survivors.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it actually would have been a lot worse because they infected 600 men, but that doesn't take into consideration all the wives that were infected, all the children. So you go split all that up, $10 million amongst all those people. It
barely buying that amoxicillin to fucking cover your treatment.
It was nothing.
Yeah,
you took their entire lives away from them, and then you essentially gave everyone probably maybe a couple 100,000, probably less.
It's crazy.
But you can't even put a price tag on what these men went through, on the lives that were destroyed, the families that were torn apart. It was an insurmountable amount of just death and destruction. And the U.S. government's like, yeah, dude, just $10 million. That should cover it.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So sure, some money might have helped, but no amount of cash would ever erase the horror these men experienced. It wasn't until 1997, 25 years later after the experiment ended, that the U.S. government formally apologized by none other than President Bill Clinton. He, in a very disingenuous speech, he apologized for the atrocities committed by the U.S. government. And I'm going to play this video for you. It's
sweet.
One, initially, the person they're applauding he's a survivor of the Tuskegee syphilis experiment. His name was Herman Shaw.
George Key is represented by...
I'm saddened today to think of those who did not survive and whose families will forever live with the knowledge that their death and suffering was preventable. Mr. President.
What was done cannot be undone, but we can end the silence. We can stop turning our heads away. We can look at you in the eye and finally say, on behalf of the American people, What the United States government did was shameful, and I am sorry.
Look how fucking close his eyes are together.
Yeah, dude. So
For only you,
is much deeper than the wounds.
hold on.
for only you, Mr. Shaw, the others who are here, the family members who are with us in Tuskegee, only you have the power to forgive. Your presence here shows us that you have chosen a better path than your government did so long ago. You have not withheld the power to forgive. Mr. Shaw, the others who are here, it is against everything our country stands for, and what we must stand against is what it was.
That's bullshit, dude. He's just reading off a fucking index card.
What a great speech from someone who fucks kids.
Epstein, hashtag Epstein Island. Hashtag Epstein flight log. I've found that most of any episode where we mention the word Jeff Epstein, it gets taken down on YouTube.
Really?
Doesn't even matter in what context we say it.
Interesting.
It just gets taken down.
Funny how that works, right?
Hate crime, hate
Yeah.
speech.
We'll start mentioning Diddy and see if the same thing happens.
I have my dad's two sisters, my aunts. I love them, you know. I love them as much as I love life, man. They're sweet ladies, but they're retired now.
Okay.
And they live together. They've both had husbands that have gone to live with the Lord, if that's what you're into.
Sure.
So they live together now. They're you know, I think they're about 10 years apart too.
Okay.
But they got a bunch of fucking cats. Bunch of them. There's probably 6 or 7 cats over there.
Damn.
2 of them live outside. A few of them inside, but they have me watch the cat. They have me cat sit when they go to the lake and stuff with
Okay.
my mom and dad, which it's not far from here. I don't mind. I love it. But one of the cats' name was Puff Daddy. and then they changed it to P Diddy.
Oh man.
But now his name's just Diddy.
Well, yes, he did.
Yeah, and for my birthday, my aunt sent me a birthday card in the mail with a gift card and stuff, and she said it was from her and Diddy. And now I'm worried if I got the FBI watching my house.
Right.
NSA, CIA. Got them all out there, dude. So every time I go, Diddy, 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 kitty, Diddy, 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 kitty. And he gets gassed up, dude. He goes, he got the most disgusting meow you ever heard.
Cat's seen some shit.
Diddy, 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 kitty.
Did you hear that fucking... It's kind of old, but you hear that fucking audio clip of Diddy nailing fucking Meek Mill?
No, is that real?
Allegedly.
Who the fuck is Meek Mill? I don't know any of this.
He's a rapper. Diddy's just like, take it, take it. He's just like, ah.
Hold on.
Yeah, it sounds like him.
Meek
It sounds like Diddy.
Mill Diddy audio.
Yeah, man. I've been watching everything I see about that whole situation. I'm like fucking reading.
I haven't watched anything.
Oh, dude, I'm eating it up. Love
Meek
it.
Mill Diddy audio. Let's play it on here. Is this it?
Yep. He's fucking
So ever since the news broke
clapping them cheeks, dog.
about allegations between us,
Fucking wearing it out. God damn, boy. You could hear that fucking... He's sending ripples up them butt cheeks, dude.
What's funny is
Whoa.
you're like, have you heard it? And I said no, and you're like, it's like, ah, 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 ah. And then I just played it, and it's like, ah! Yeah, brother.
Dude.
Getting that fucking bussy ripped in half, my guy.
Yeah, man.
God.
Yeah. There's all this fucking audio coming out, like past interviews he's done where he talks about like his freak offs and stuff, and he talks about how there's like and Cat Williams has talked about it too, of course, like about the fucking shit that he's seen and like blowing the lid off of that. But like they're going back and they're pulling up old interviews of Diddy, and it's like he talks about how he has all these rooms that lock and you can't get out of, and he keeps everything at the parties like super fucking hot, and yeah, it's real fucking weird, man.
It makes me sad for Justin Bieber's butt.
Yes. There's like a big party, and then upstairs in each bedroom there's like small fucking parties where everybody's just having sex with everybody, and there's all these fucking people, and whoo boy, some wild shit going on.
It's steamy.
Some wild shit going on. Dude was fucking.
What does Meek Mill sing? Was he singing anything good?
I don't think so. I couldn't tell you.
I don't think so.
I think I've only ever heard him featured in songs. I know what he does sing though. He sings that high octave, that high fucking falsetto, dog.
Fucking out that alto. The Tuskegee syphilis experiment left a permanent scar on the relationship between the black community and the medical establishment. And I absolutely cannot blame the black community for how they would feel after what the U.S. government put them through in regards to this. For decades, these men were lied to, used as lab rats, and left to die. The trust between black Americans and the government, especially when it comes to health care, was understandably shattered. And to this day, the effects of this experiment are still felt. Many black Americans remain wary of government health programs, vaccines, and clinical trials. The Tuskegee experiment is often cited as a reason for that mistrust, and honestly, it's not hard to see why. Once you betray someone's trust like that, it's almost impossible to get it back. And I will say, even though this research points to that, I've never heard a modern-day black person point to what happened with the Tuskegee experiment. Never been like, the COVID shit. That would have been a good time for black Americans to say, well, we're not getting a fucking vaccine. This smells a whole lot like the Tuskegee experiment, but there was never any mention of that to my recollection.
No, I mean, there's so many fucking things. You got the fucking AIDS epidemic. You got the crack epidemic. Like, all those things that just
the U.S. government's
government-oriented that's fucking shady as fuck, dude.
Yes.
And it's always in, like, the black communities. Yeah. Always.
It makes you go, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
For someone that wants to protect you, it doesn't seem like they're doing a very good job. It almost seems like they're trying to kill you.
Yep.
Yeah, kind of like how they put frogs. There's some country where they can't put children's cartoons on cereal and shit like that because the sugar is so.
Most of them are like that.
A lot of we're one of only 2 countries in the world that you can pharmaceutical companies can advertise, can have commercials, and you think about that, you're like,
dude. Not only that's really fucking crazy, and then the other thing that I came across is I was scrolling through TikTok today, and there was this woman talking about like things that seem crazy to Americans but not for German people. It's like the people from Germany. Like she was talking about like the work to life ratio, which in a lot of European countries is the same exact way. Like it's fucking insane. Like they don't want you working your life away. Like you start a job, you get like 6 weeks of sick time.
Yeah.
Something like that. And then you can have an additional like 3 weeks. If you go on maternity leave, the mothers get paid 3 years.
Wow.
3 years. And there's people on there saying like, I had a C-section and had to return back with a doctor's note 2 days later.
Yeah.
They said if you have a doctor's note for anything, they legally cannot fire you.
I know.
They cannot get rid of you. They have to keep you. They're not like an at-will termination either.
America sucks in that regard.
Fuck yeah, dude.
They suck bad.
But she did say another thing. They did have really weird toilets, though. They have toilets where the hole is at the very front. So when you poop, it lands on the porcelain, so you can examine your poop in case
You're sick.
it's like
You
a
got
poop,
worms or some shit.
It's a little turd bench, and the water pushes it down the.
That
hole.
would smell so bad, dude.
Can you imagine the fucking Hershey stains on that toilet?
Anytime my poop can't make it all the way into the water, it's
Man,
it's crazy, dude.
oh fuck, dude. I'm sorry, but I've
What the fuck, dude?
I've had my dick inside of a woman's asshole, and it don't feel that good.
No. Maybe we've been missing out.
Meek Mill's butt has to be self-lubricating. Oh fuck!
I can't tell who's.
That's Meek. That's fucking Meek.
Since the news.
Dude, this shit's fucking wild.
That's gay. The top comment says I could have gone my whole life without hearing that.
We played it like 3 fucking times. Oh shit!
Ain't nobody bend me over.
Host, are you doing the bending?
Yeah,
Man, 1,000 bottles of lube, dog.
it's a lot.
800 something dildos.
That's not that many.
That's on my nightstand.
The Tuskegee syphilis experiment wasn't just a mistake or a blip in history. It was a deliberate, calculated act of cruelty that lasted for 40 years. And for what? To see how a disease would kill our own people. The Tuskegee syphilis experiment, it's one of those stories that's hard to believe, but every part of it is true. Hundreds of men lied to, used, and thrown away like garbage, all for the sake of science.
Sad.
It's a horrifying and terrible reminder of what happens when people in power stop seeing the rest of us as human beings and start seeing us as experiments.
Yep.
And if you think this is the last time that something like this happened, you
Hell
are.
shit.
I mean, we were just, we talked about the crack epidemic and AIDS, and this has happened since, and it's going to continue to happen for as long as they want it to happen.
Yep. We'll be none of the wiser till decades later.
This is one of the few ones where we talk about, like, typically we'll talk about an experiment or a conspiracy, and at the end of it, we're kind of like, did it happen? Did it not happen? But in this one,
Yeah, it definitely happened.
the President of the United States, well, albeit not the best President of the United States,
Yeah.
that title is reserved for one Woodrow Wilson. The President of the United States got in front of the mic and camera and said, hey, we did this shit,
I'm sorry.
and you need to forgive us.
Yeah.
That was the most disgusting part.
Pretty much.
Make it like speaking for them and saying, yeah, you forgive us.
Was fucking
You forgive me, don't ya?
with his close ass eyes.
With his big bulbous nose. Just got done dropping a hot load on Monica's hairy back.
What our president had the biggest dick?
Abraham Lincoln
I was gonna say I bet you Lincoln was fucking
hung, dude.
dude. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know, though. They didn't have big dicks back then.
Yeah, I don't think so. Either.
Ask me how I know. I don't. So I do not know. But we were just like, as humans, we're a lot bigger now than we were then.
Sure. Besides him, I mean, he was like what, fucking 6'4", 6'3", which is like fucking 19 foot tall back
Tall,
then.
yeah, you look like Slender Man.
Yeah. Big fucking hairy mole, dude.
My daughter, my high school daughter Emily, she's doing a book report on Abraham Lincoln, and she was drawing him for the whatever. One of the pages in the book report, she had to draw a picture of him.
Straw Frankenstein, you're pretty much there.
Well, she drew John Wilkes Booth, and I don't know how she got the two fucking mixed up. But she was almost all the way done drawing. I said, I thought your report was on Lincoln. She said, it is. And I said, why are you drawing the guy that killed him? She said, this is him, isn't it? And I said, no, that's fucking John Wilkes Booth. And it was a pretty good picture. I mean, she traced a lot of it, but it looked really good.
That's fucking hilarious.
And she looked at the computer, looked at the paper, looked at the computer, and she went, oh my God, I'm so tired. Just had like a mental breakdown. So I was like, scoot over, let me do it. So I hammered out a picture of Abraham Lincoln real quick. And then I made the mole look disgusting. Fucking the mole.
Just a lot of emphasis.
Yeah, I drew like hair coming out of it and shit.
It's like one of those like extreme close-ups like SpongeBob and Ren and Stimpy does.
It looked like grass growing out of it and stuff. And the next day, my wife FaceTimed me. She's like, she's going to school with a report. And I said, show it to me. And she showed everything she had. And I'm like, wait a second. And she had gone in and
She corrected it.
she altered the mole.
Photoshopped the mole.
She had altered it, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I was going to get her extra credit and shit.
That's awesome.
Your mom ever used to do homework for you?
Fuck no. One, my mom didn't like me that much, and two, she wasn't that smart.
I had this one friend, I'd go to his house, and his mom would have his books out on the table, like the dining room table, doing all of his homework. And
Wow.
he's just wandering around like, playing shit, doing whatever. And his mom would be balls deep in his homework doing it for him.
That's crazy.
I know. He's like, I think he's dead from drugs now, but
That's very telling.
yeah.
Man.
No, he's not. He's still around. McLeod?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I think he's still around.
Still around.
Yeah.
He used to live right around the corner from me. He was like 19 and we were 12 and we were in the same grade.
I know.
It's like, hey, you guys want to go rent a car or something?
Anybody want a cigarette?
Let's go rent a Buick. Well,
great,
that's if you are a victim of the Tuskegee syphilis experiment, you may be entitled compensation. 1-800 Better Call Saul. You can get. You know, a movie I watched for the second time my entire life.
What's that?
Fight Club.
Oh, my favorite movie of all time, man.
It takes on a whole new perspective when you know from the beginning of the movie that it's only one person.
Dude, it's my favorite movie ever. And just the way that it's shot, some of the scenes, like the transitions are so fucking good.
Yeah.
The story is awesome. You see so many things after you've seen it before that every single time it's something new. It's a beautiful movie.
Yeah.
The book is fucking great too.
I wonder why, what's his name? Edward Norton?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why he doesn't do too much anymore.
I don't know, man. He killed it with like American History X, fucking Fight Club.
As much as it shouldn't have, I think that maybe American History X has held him back a little bit.
Sure.
Just because how much like a fucking purveyor of hate
Right.
he was. I mean, not through the whole
The overall message was, you see the redemption story arc, which I feel like everybody has to have, but
yeah,
dude, that fucking Fight Club's so good.
yeah.
So good.
I was watching just this, taking like I was keeping it in mind that it's one guy,
Yeah.
and then the transitions and stuff like that, like you said, were
It's so fucking cool.
especially when he's talking to the girl
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah.
So good.
It's like all the little hints are there. I like how it starts. It does like the fucking Quentin Tarantino thing where it starts with the beginning or starts with the end, and then you circle back to it.
Yeah.
It's fucking cool. And what a cool concept of just fucking anarchy against fucking banks and just erasing everybody's debt record. And
Yeah.
So fucking cool.
Yeah. I like it.
Great
It's a good
movie. If you haven't seen it, please fucking go see. Please see it. It's so good.
And I watched what other movie did I watch on the plane? It was an older movie from like 15. It's like an FBI agent that's trying to help flush out the cartel. Stigma. It's not Stigma.
I'll say it's not Stigmata. That's
No.
I think Halle Berry was in Stigmata.
I think she was too. Sicario?
Okay, I don't know that one.
Sicario, is that it? Yeah, I think it's Sicario.
Yeah, never heard of that.
Fun movie. I watched that on the plane.
That's fun.
I want to get to try and get the Oppenheimer.
I still haven't watched that either.
3 hours.
I haven't watched that. I haven't watched Interstellar either.
That's a good one.
Or what was another big one? No. Yeah, I don't know.
I just finished Gladiator too. We probably talked about that, but that was really good.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen that either.
Russell Crowe's a fucking.
I've seen bits and pieces. I think I've seen enough clips by now to have seen the movie, but I don't think I've ever sat down and watched it willingly. Like,
Joaquin Phoenix is. See, I'm kind of scared about this this new Joker coming out.
Yeah.
Because there's not much. Usually, whenever something like this is coming out, and then they don't advertise very much. That means it's kind of a fucking Cleveland steamer.
Sure.
And I haven't heard a whole lot about it. And I love Batman. Love it.
Me too.
And if there's anyone that has access to HBO, the new series that just came out called The Penguin, that's fucking cinema, dude. That's
good?
It's a fun show,
I'll
man.
have to watch that.
It's so...
I didn't even know it was a thing.
Yeah, it just came out. There's only one episode out.
Okay.
Oh, my God, dude. It is so good.
I fucking love Penguin, man. Love it.
Colin Farrell does such a good job, dude.
Colin Farrell's so underrated.
He is.
He's so underrated.
And he shines in this. He's wearing a fucking fat suit.
Yeah. I've seen the clips. I lied. I have seen that before. I haven't seen the episode, but I've seen the clips of him in the makeup. I just forgot it was him.
Yeah,
dude. Fucking Phone Booth, that movie.
Yeah,
fucking good, man. It's like that one fucking location. That entire movie's in one location, and it's that fucking good.
I remember I watched that with my dad. I just remember that's one of the movies we watched together growing up.
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah, that's a good movie. I forgot about that movie.
Yeah,
I'll have to go back and check that one out.
Yeah, there's only two movies I can ever think of. It's like that and Saw, where like the whole primary movie was in one location.
Yeah,
and both of them were really fucking good.
Yeah, I highly recommend if you have to pirating The Penguin. It's good. I know it's going to be amazing, and I hope Batman shows up in it.
Yeah,
that's my dog.
Sure. I like the whole TV series instead of movies. I'm all for that.
8 2-hour episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I wish they would do that with the Harry Potter movies.
Who's J.K. Rowling?
Mm-hmm.
Man, she wild on Twitter.
She's a fucking thunder cunt, dude. She's fucking a transphobe, racist. Fucking
hates everybody.
Dude, she fucking.
And today, someone wrote on her Twitter and said, like, me and my children enjoyed your books. Enjoyed your books so much they made perfect fire for roasting our marshmallows and stuff like that. And she tweeted back and said, "You still bought them.
Yes. I still got your money, dumbass."
Yeah,
that's the one thing.
I still get royalties no matter whether you buy them or burn them or what.
With anything, that's why I never understood. Like, okay, cool, you're burning your fucking jerseys. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
they already got your money. What's the
money?
Matter? It doesn't matter what the fuck you do with it after the fact.
Check out The Penguin though.
Hell yeah.
First episode's about an hour. It goes by quick. I didn't want to watch it. She just turned it on for me. She does this all the time when she wants me to get off my phone. She'll just turn on something that she thinks I want to watch. 9 times out of 10, I'm like, fuck, I don't want to fucking watch this.
Yeah.
But she turned that on, and I just got kind of enamored with it.
Sucks you in.
Yeah, it does.
That's how I was watching Fallout, man. Fucking loved it.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, that concludes our episode of the Tuskegee Syphilis Experiment.
Ooh.
If you or your dad have syphilis, send us an email, brohiopodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Love to hear your story. We'll get you some penicillin. You can get it in Mexico on the side of the street.
You can get everything in Mexico, dog.
Yeah, you can. It's wild hours down there, my friend.
Signs that fucking said everything.
Adderall, Ozempic. Ozempic.
Viagra, Cialis.
Got it all.
Albuterol, you need a fucking inhaler. Dude, they got everything.
I told my wife, I was like, what would happen if I take a Viagra? She said, nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing would happen to you. And I said, you don't know that. Ha, ha. She said, nothing would happen to you. It's for people that can't get a boner.
Yeah.
And I want one of them boners you got to hit over the head with a crowbar in order for it to go to sleep. She said it wouldn't do that to me. I think she's scared, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, we've had subscriptions to Blue Chew before, and I've taken them, and they fucking haven't done anything for me. I think I don't need. I think I just need to take like 6 of them at one time.
God damn!
I got an experiment where I'm getting
holy shit.
If you got Viagra, send me some Viagra, and I'm gonna I'm gonna do an experiment.
Me and Robert use our dicks like forklifts and pick up a car.
How many can I take before I have to
die?
Before I have to go to the hospital?
Yeah. All right, guys.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you next time.
Love you.
See ya.
Bye. Stay away from the syphilis.
Syphilis.
If you already have it, go get some antibiotics.
Keep it.
Amoxicillin. It's your best friend.
Keep it. P.O. Box is P.O. Box 672, Vandalia, Ohio, 45377.
There you go.
What is going on with our computer?
Diddy's getting... He's fucking... Diddy's fucking, dog.
P.O. Box 672, Vandalia, Ohio, 45377. Okay, guys. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Brohio Podcast. Someone just said I got you wrong.
Hell yeah, dude.
I would not take pills I found in a mailbox. But I would from you guys.
Yeah, I'll try anything once.
All right, guys. Have a good week. We'll
Love you guys.
talk to you soon.
Laters.
Bye.